his play the night. How did he come out?
Yeah, he did some really good things. His productivity obviously was through the roof. Haven't been a part of games with, I don't know I've ever been a part of a game where a quarterback, accounted for 7 touchdowns. So he produced at a high level. I thought for the most part, mentally, his decision making was good. It's game 1. There's a lot to clean up. I'm a tough grader. You can ask them that. So he obviously he did some really positive things, and proud of how he handled it.
What do you think of that third quarter? It was just kind of lost his rhythm at halftime or something there?
Yeah. I mean, missed some throws. Could read into it or take it for face value. We every day work to be as consistent as we can throwing the football. We talk a lot about ball placement, depending on coverage, depending on leverage, and we are constantly striving to improve in that area. And he went through a stretch where we didn't get that.
What was Nick's role in the meeting room last week, and how did he attack that?
Yeah, no, Nick did a great job. Nick prepared as though he was going to play in the game. He did that in order to be able to help Keaton. Whether it was at practice, talk through something, whether it was on the sidelines of the game, talk through what we're getting, what's different. Nick has such a bank of knowledge and experience from being a multiple-year starter. So from the beginning, we knew we were going to have Nick, kind of prepare as he normally would and be locked in mentally, and he did that.
What have you seen from him in these first 2 practices this week?
He's excited. He's excited. I had to tell him to calm down a little bit today. But he's excited. He had a different kind of hop in the step on Sunday. I'm getting to know his level of preparation is impressive. He wants all the information as quickly as we can. He calls and texts me at noon yesterday. Is the game plan ready? I said, Nick, not yet. We're working on it. He's like, well, when it's done, send it to me. I said, you'll get it. So he's eager. But I don't know that part of it is different this week. But I do know that he's excited.
Is that kind of excitement good for a quarterback? Do you want to be? I guess when you're trying to hit a receiver on the money 30, 40 yards down the field, is it a little bit too much excitement? Is that a hindrance?
I think it goes back to what Coach Moorhead talks about all the time. Have emotions without being emotional. Don't let your emotions drive or change what you're doing, either physically or mentally. But to answer your question, I think quarterback, not quarterback, this is a game of football. You want guys that are passionate about it. You want guys that are excited to hit the field every day for practice. I've always kind of judged that with quarterbacks. And the great ones that I have had, they loved going to practice every day. If you cut their reps by 1 or 2, they start whining and complaining. They want every rep they can get, and so I appreciate that about the guys that we have here. They like going to practice. They like going through that process of learning the game plan and it getting closer to the finished product as the week goes on.
Kind of a small sample size. What do you think of Jalen Maiden?
Jalen is a talented kid. I think Jalen got his first taste of college football. I think that was positive for him. I think no different than last year. Keaton played in some early games. Obviously, you look back on what he did to finish the season in the bowl game. Those little spot duties, they become very valuable without you even knowing it. So I think there's a lot of value for him getting in there. I thought he showed, as a ball carrier, that he's got some ability, he's got some juice. He's a big-bodied kid. He's going to be tough to bring down. But like everyone, we're in a constant learning every day. We're learning, and he's no different.